to get 1,800 people up to the northeast Yorkshire coast for a start, you know, is incredible. It's almost it almost feels a bit surreal. You know, we drive into the town and there's black-clad characters striding around eating ice creams and sort of locals looking bemused, but not ever. The vibe is just really, really positive. You know, everywhere we've gone into, it's like, oh, you're going to that festival? And it's like, oh, what is it about? And it's like rock music. Oh, okay, well, it looks interesting. You know, there's not been that. You do worry sometimes, but you know, that people might react negatively to it. But it looks like the Scarborough welcomes it with open arms.
When we rolled in towards the festival, we were obviously all taken by the seaside, and yeah, it's a really, really beautiful place, Scarborough. The venue that is in Scarborough Spa is really, really beautiful as well. Not exactly the very typical place to have a festival, which makes it even cooler.
Even though it's super serious black metal and everybody's like super evil and whatnot, everybody's really nice. Like beneath the corpse paint, everybody's just a human being and everybody's so polite and
just wants to have a good show.
We just want to get to the same destination. Yeah. Like everybody just wants the show to go well. So yeah, it's been really good.
You know, by the seaside and everyone's just relaxed and there's a lot of space. You can go outside and chill out if you need to. You know, it's just a really sort of interesting, relaxed and positive vibe here anyway.
There are definitely preconceptions of what kind of people are into this kind of music and a little bit of a prejudice also around the whole scene. But I think they'd be very surprised to find out that, for example, I just sat a few minutes ago saying that a part of my music is I want to spread light into the world, which you would not think necessarily if you hear that this is a black metal adjacent project. So yeah, I think that it's definitely a much more diverse bunch of people, a much more diverse genre than people that are not familiar with it might give it credit for being.
I think the thing that makes Forteresse so special is every single person that attends the festival, without a doubt, because everybody is so friendly, all of the fans and the punters.
And it's just really celebratory. The whole thing feels incredibly positive. And I know that's an odd thing to say about a music style that's rooted in aggression and anger and despair, but it's the appropriate place to channel that. You know, you go into a room and, you know, Abduction are screaming misanthropic nihilism for 50 minutes, and you channel through that, and you come out and it's like, whew, I feel a lot better now. You know, it's a very cathartic and positive experience.
Yesterday, particular highlights were seeing Blasphemer in Ruim play, and then they played Thy Labyrinth with Raven on vocals, which was incredible. And then straight after seeing 1349, and it's like, I remember listening to 1349 20 years ago, thinking, this band is awful. And now I'm like, they're like, this is the most incredible thing I've seen in my life, you know. And it's just come so far, hasn't it? You know what I mean? And this festival as well, seeing how well it's doing, and seeing every single person that's in the building loving the bands and being a part of the process to make that happen, even if it's just a small part, is really, really good, really, really rewarding.
Literally right now I just got to see a couple of songs by Ruim, which is great friends of mine, and music is really, really cool, a bit more towards the old school. I saw a bit of DARKHER earlier today, which she's absolutely wonderful. Again, not a black metal project at all, but it has this kind of somberness, darkness to it, atmosphere to it that you can still relate to the scene.
Yeah, well, look, let's put it like this. This is the only gig Agalloch are playing in Europe this year. And they've, yeah, if that isn't enough of a rubber stamp on how it is viewed, you know, this is the UK, you know, beyond the gates or Inferno, you know, and it is very, very special. And again, I'll go back to sitting there 20, 25 years ago on a stage looking at 6 or 7 aggressive and uninterested characters in the audience, thinking like, this is a disaster. The idea of something like this happening, and the idea of UK bands being on it and being supported and encouraged, it's incredible. You know, it was just, you would not have had that. So it's a bit of a fantasy, and yeah, we shouldn't be taking, no one should be tempted to take these things for granted.